There you see some of the fans in attendance. A great crowd here today. Probably about 4,000 fans here watching this game at the Halifax Metro Center. Take a look at the penalty right there.
Well, throwing a pick, and you want to give it a little bump if you can get away with it. They didn't call it a penalty, actually. It was just called the interference, so they gave the ball back to Canada.
Okay.
But somebody said to me today, there's a great line, if you're not cheating in lacrosse, you're not playing. So you always try to push the envelope.
So 2:51 remaining now in this first quarter. Canada leading 4-2. Now Cosmo was going to go to the bench for the extra attack and decides not to. Sid Smith now with it. The breakout for the Iroquois Nationals and head off. Naganoff on the floor. And there you see Kent Squire-Hill. It's a pick there from Secor. Bombery. Ever so dangerous from way out there with that shot. Shot there by Secor. Stopped there by Cosmo. Here comes Canada now on the counter. Grant takes the shot. John Grant, excuse me, just misses the mark. Here comes the Iroquois Nationals. And Dean Hill bounced that one off the post.
Nice play by Hill and a setup from Jamieson. Hill was only open by about a yard. I didn't think Jamieson was going to squeeze that pass through.
Moving the ball around. Behind the back pass right there. Goes into the corner. Oh, nice play in front for Gajic. He just misses it.
Nice ball movement by Canada. Gajic gets a good scoring chance in the crease, but just got flattened afterwards.
Prout. Grant puts the defense right there and turns it over.
Both teams are getting called on the moving picks. So both teams are getting aggressive on the picks against the aggressive defense.
Final minute of play here in this opening quarter. 4-2 lead for Team Canada. Roger Weiss coming off the bench. Steve Toll puts a hack on him. That's a penalty coming up for Toll for slashing. And the Iroquois Nationals will go on the power play here.
I think the stick slips up high. You'll see it on the helmet. The Iroquois will get to go back to the power play with just 39 seconds in this first quarter. They would love to score here. Get back within one.
So Stevie Toll off for Team Canada. Roger Weiss. Bombery. Paulus. And Hill banks that one. Might have went off the shoulder of Cosmo. Here comes Canada the other way. Merrill with it. Merrill wastes some time. Passes it off and he'll get off the court. So Wiki takes a look at the clock now. 5 seconds remaining in this quarter. So Wiki takes the move. Shot stopped there by Thompson. And that is it for the first quarter of play. An entertaining first quarter as Canada leads the Iroquois Nationals by a count of 4-2. You're watching the World Indoor Lacrosse Championships right here on Eastlink Television, the Maritime's #1 sports channel. So we've got one quarter in the books here in this championship game. Let's take a look at the stats, and Brian, pretty even.
Yes, pretty tight. Canada perfect on their one power play. They also scored a short-handed goal. Obviously, the message is for the Iroquois team to stay out of the penalty box, but Canada's going to have to stay out of the penalty box as well. And the Iroquois still has 1:20 to work on this power play of the penalty that Steve Toll took at the end of the quarter.
So we're underway with second quarter action now. This championship game at the 2007 World Indoor Lacrosse Championships here in Halifax, Nova Scotia. play opportunity now for the Iroquois Nationals. Bombury. Centered in front, and that gets knocked away. And here comes Canada back the other way. Merrill takes the shot, bounces up and out of play. That'll be Iroquois ball.
Brody Merrill led the National Lacrosse League in loose balls this past season. First person other than Jim Veltman to do it in a long while.
Powles can't handle that pass, has to take it off the boards. 10 on the shot clock now. Wicked shot right there by Secor. Loose ball now. There's an opportunity for Canada. McCready in the corner. John Grant going down low behind the net of the Iroquois Nationals. Takes the pass there. Grant. One-on-one with Seymour. A pass to Williams doesn't work. So Wiki in the corner looking for it. Seymour now trying to break the press of Canada. Howless. Shot right there by Roger Weiss. Loose ball, and a national player gets knocked down. They still have the possession of the ball now. And we've got a whistle here.
Had 6 players on the floor. Team Iroquois actually had 6 players playing on offense, and that was the Canadian coaching staff screaming to get their attention. If you can count, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That 6th player realizes it's getting off a little bit too late.
And you know, that was a problem they had in the first game of this championship against Team England. I think they took about 4 too many men on the floor penalties in that game. And you would think that Coach Jacobs won't be happy with that penalty. So Canada on the power play. Shot and they score. And Canada takes a 5-2 lead.
Gavin Prout, captain of the Colorado Mammoth. And you see there, that's one of the reasons John Gallant came in to make sure he didn't fight earlier. You don't want to lose Gavin Prout from your offense.
So Prout scores a power play goal. 5-2 now for Canada. Nationals come back the other way and they score.
Nice shot.
Brett Bucktooth beats Cosmo. And the Iroquois Nationals come back to reply.
Brett Bucktooth just finds himself with lots of room. He's actually surprised how much room they give him. 4 Canadian defenders standing in the area. And he's not going to miss from there.
So 5-3 score now for Canada with 12:19 remaining here in the second quarter. Battle along the boards now in Canadian territory. Still fighting for it along the boards in front of the penalty box area there. Looks like a rugby scrum. Nobody can get a handle on it.
Nobody wants to give an inch.
Now it's picked up by Merrill. Here's an opportunity for Canada. That shot goes wide as Ray misses the mark. McCready puts a wrap on his man, and McCready's going to go off. He just lassoed Doug Naganash right there.
Iroquois will go back to the power play. Now once that free arm comes around, You know, it's interesting. You see that huge scrum in the corner. Taylor Ray very smartly squeezed out, just betting his team might get the ball and got a good breakaway scoring chance.
Here come Nationals on the power play, and Cosmo stops it. Long lead pass.
Oh my, that was just about there.
And he almost found Bluski with it. Passing on the outside now by the Nationals. See if he can get a shot up here. Vice gets it low and they score. And number 73, Dean Hill converts.
Dean Hill having an excellent tournament. A great ball movement, bounces it in. I think it hit the pipe and came back, hit Cosmo's back. Yes, went off the post, Cosmo's back and in. And I think the Canadian coaches will be telling their team it's just as important that they stay out of the penalty box.
So that's Dean Hill from Roger Vice and Corey Bombury.
Dean Hill's, that's his 9th goal of the tournament.
So both sides back at even strength here. 5-4 for Canada. Williams. Shot right there. Thompson makes the save. Loose ball in front.
Thompson really came out and challenged. Good read on his part to know that Prout was going to take that shot. It's always a danger when you step out that they look to feed that pass for the empty net on the quick stick.
Bombury. Paulus. Here's another shot. Cosmo stops that.
Great save by Cosmo, but Iroquois, once again, all tournament long, they've done a great job of retrieving loose balls on the offense.
Cousins now will try to get out of harm's way. Merrill. Prout back on the floor. John Grant, he'll slow things down now and try to set it up. We got a penalty now against the Iroquois Nationals. Canada has the extra attacker on the floor. Dawson with a hot shot right there. Thompson makes the save. Doyle. Grant. Dawson again. Back to Grant. Will he shoot? It's knocked around there by Seymour. Doyle wants to take a shot in front.
Oh, good recovery by Thompson.
Kowicki had a great chance there.
Kowicki made a nice fake and Thompson managed to recover and get over.
There's Doyle with a shot. Thompson with a save. And they'll whistle it down. And Canada will go on the power play. We're going to take a break right now. 5-4 Canada leading the Iroquois Nationals.
I'm here with Colin Doyle. Colin, you guys have 2 power play goals tonight, and you're going back on the power play. What's been the key tonight?
Just ball movement, making them try and get them out of position, and hopefully bear our chances. But they got a great man short and a great goaltender, so we're really going to have to work for it.
Thanks, Colin.
No problem.
Pete?
Thank you very much, Matt. And this has been a real rough game here so far.
Well, it's been a battle over every loose ball, and there's the double teaming by Team Iroquois. And I don't think there was anyone who didn't expect this. But Mike Thompson has played great, and part of the credit has to go to the defense. If he knows that there's nobody open behind him, he can step out to challenge those long shots. But if there's guys sneaking in behind and they're open, he's got to stay in his net a bit. It's a little bit more difficult on the power play. You can't come out to challenge as far with the 2 creasemen ready with their sticks up.